A solar eclipse that is affecting the certainly the Franklin Township area is so tempting to look up, but I do have my handy little glasses. I'm not supposed to do that, but we have people here today who are very well versed in what's going on here today, and I'd like to start with Dr. Dan Loughran, who is the Assistant Superintendent of Schools, and he's going to be introducing Hennessy Miles, who is the principal here at Pine Grove Manor, and Mr. Smaris, who is the NASA ambassador, and we're awaiting Kristen Calhoun, who is also with NASA as well. Or she is a science professional who's going to get into more of the bells and whistles. As you can hear in the background, we have some very, very excited students here as the sky is getting of the sun. It's really on of Mother Nature again until 20 years. Start us off, please.
Well, welcome first of all. We're very excited to be here. Obviously, when you can hear the kids just delighted with joy, that's why we wanted to support our teachers' desire to be here today safely, looking through our solar glasses properly when we're looking up, which I'm going to resist looking up right now.
It's very hard.
So we're all thrilled. It's a McAfee. They're all out as well, and in some other pockets across the district. But Miss Miles, the principal here, Hennessy Miles, came to me a couple months ago, very excited after talking to Ted Samaras and Kristen Calhoun, whom you'll meet in a minute. And we thought about it,
that you did initiate this so that your kids could experience this amazing scientific fact that they're going to be way the heck out of this school by the time the next one comes around. So tell us, oh my gosh, they're so excited.
Hi, so, we are just thrilled to have this experience together here at Pine Grove. So a parent actually reached out about the solar eclipse and wanting to do some activities with one of the classes of one of her children. And I said, well, hold on, we can do something even bigger, right? So I connected with Ted and with Kristen and they our glasses so that we can safely observe it together. It's just something that is a once in a lifetime experience that we can do so together. So just so excited to do this with our PGM family here.
Oh my God, that is what tells the entire story here. It's amazing. And you're going to introduce our scientists here, yes?
Yeah, so we have Kristen Calhoun, who is our science specialist, and she and Ted actually really developed a whole bunch of resources for our teachers to learn about the solar eclipse and then be able to turnkey that over to our students. So we've been getting really excited about this for months now, so very excited to have them and just appreciative for all the support.
Oh, yeah, the support and the knowledge and the curiosity that you imparted to these kids that they want to know more. So tell us about, from your perspective, excuse me, I don't want to block you. Tell us from your perspective how that all came about and what the response that you've seen from the kids has been.
So we taught the teachers how they could address teaching the solar eclipse in their classroom. And then from there, many of the teachers used the activities, the different videos that we prepared for them, and they were able to also teach the lessons, as well as we did a lesson in Science Lab where we talked about the solar eclipse, what to kind of know what's happening, the relationship between the sun, the moon, and the earth. Them would come in and tell me about how they taught their families. So it has been definitely a school-wide learning experience for all of them.
It's just so exciting to hear the excitement of these kids. I'm sure, well, heck, we probably haven't seen it, but for these Miles and to the two of you as well, that you've incorporated this enthusiasm behind science. So we're really thrilled that you both took the time to do this. If you want to expand on it any further, what should we know? Lay citizens, we know that we're not supposed to look at this because we have these handy dandy little glasses that we're supposed to look. And I'm really afraid to look up right now without my glasses. But tell us what the reasoning is. Why do we need the
regular basis? We don't look at the sun, and the sun is not just a bright thing in the sky. It has so much purpose to it, and in this moment, there is a shadow that is being created by the moon. So because them to know that the sun is now being more exposed, the light around it, even though we have the shadow that is blocking, because we are not in this total eclipse how many years.
Right.
So as the moon is blocking the sun and that shadow appears, we all want to look at this natural phenomenon.
Of course.
But we also want to have it that we have our eyes, for many years. I'll let Ted add to it.
Great. Thank you so much for all your help. Oh, this is so extraordinary. Ted.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you so much for coming out here to talk to us today too, and thank you so much to Mrs. Miles and Dr. Logren. They really spearheaded this, really supported us. And so it's been really wonderful to see. And even though we're in an 85% zone, just the excitement of not only the students, but just the staff as well has been so supportive here and has really, taken it on. They've been out trying out the glasses. I saw them in the hallways earlier today. They were, looking, making sure the kids were looking down before they came out. They So it's really been a team effort. Couple of other people I'd like to thank, if that's okay.
Oh, absolutely.
I would like to thank my team, the instructional technology team, because they're always so supportive of these kind of things and allow me to do all this kind of fun stuff and support me in that way. And also through the NASA JPL. They're awesome in terms of providing resources and providing knowledge as well. So, but again, whether, there's so much going on in space right now between the moon missions that are coming up, other voyages. I know we have Europa Clipper coming up at the end of the year, but this solar eclipse here and the one that we had in October has been so exciting, just been absolutely amazing.
Is there anything that we should know and we should be able to take away from this experience? The sun is kind of sandwiching in between the moon and the earth. Is that correct?
It's actually that the moon is actually passing in front of.
The moon is the one in the middle.
Yes, the moon. Yep. That's okay.
Right,
Yep,
okay.
because if
It's
and
the
and
moon
again,
sandwich.
right, and as we talked about in our professional development, if the sun came between during our professional development, so but yes, so it's the moon passing through, and realistically, it happens every 18 months or so on Earth, but what happens is that most times, because the Earth is 75% ocean, it happens over oceans. People don't normally notice it. So to be able to have this and just to see how dark it is and now get that, it is really an awesome experience to behold.
Does this have
An impact in terms of a negative impact due to the solar rays, but what's nice is with especially in the path of totality that's currently probably over Cleveland and Buffalo right now, what's nice is as the moon passes through and it's 100% totality, scientists are able to study the corona, which normally you wouldn't be able to see around the sun because you wouldn't look directly into the sun. So they're able to do that, and with the Parker Solar Probe that's out there, that is actually like right at the edge of where the sun is. They're getting a lot of data from that, and finally the sun is in its highest point in an 11-year solar cycle. And
Tell us what the corona is and what is the significance? What is the study? Oh my goodness.
so
Oh my God, this is so amazing.
And you can
This
see
is
how
so
much of it,
amazing.
right, because we're 85% here, so even with a little bit of cloud cover, you can see it's just like a little crescent at the top.
Yes.
So it's almost like an upside down smiley face, rather than being a frowny face. So it's actually really cool to see. But what's so significant about with the corona is, aside from the fact that the corona is actually so much hotter than the core of the sun, that people don't realize, right? Because they assume that the center is the hottest part, but it's not.
Now the corona is the circle, the ring around the sun.
And normally it would be invisible to the naked eye because you're not looking right into the sun. So with the moon blocking the actual sun, with that Parker Solar Probe and other data that they've been collecting, I know like up at NJIT, Montclair, a couple of the schools that I work with, they've been able to get tons of data, which has actually been amazing on solar flares, coronal mass ejections, those type of things. So it really is a great time to be involved with the space program.
In lay terms, the data that's being gathered as far as the corona is concerned, what should we know about that? What information is significant? What can we tell the kids about the significance of this?
So on a day-to-day basis, right, other than having this wonderful phenomenon that, we're all part of one solar system, one universe, and that whole thing, in terms of like the technical aspects, right, so therefore we don't get hit with the solar flares, and there's not a lot of disruptions, but there are times where you will have like cell phone disruptions, satellite disruptions, a lot of the technologies that we use, wireless technology, etc., those type of things can all be impacted. So it's kind of neat to be able to take the natural sciences and blend that with the high tech that's going on now.
So that's the reason.
That would be the reason, and NASA and other places as well have multi-language services on their website. There's definitely full services both on their YouTube channels and on their NASA.gov website in multi-languages. So parents, students, teachers, everybody in the community can definitely take a look. It's free for them to use. So.
I think this is great for kids to be aware of this phenomenon so that other studies can be gleaned.
At the end of the day, this is about just getting everybody interested, whether it's the sun, whether it was raining out, whatever the story is. It's just about sparking that passion that we try to do as educators every day.
Well, I think you've been successful.
So
we thank you.
It takes a great
Thank
team.
you. If that's one thing that we have in Franklin is an enormous team of not only volunteers, but the professionals in this Board of Education are an extraordinary group of people. The kids are responsive and responded to, and it's just, it is absolutely a village here. And it's also getting into the science of it, and that is so, so important. We thank you so much, Ted. And where's Hennessy Miles and Kristen and Dan Loughran? Everybody's looking. Oh, God, the sun is really bright. I got to put my glasses on, Franklin. So, PJ Parker saying thank you for tuning in. We will be back. Back.